Thomas,
Yep.
congratulations into a World Cup semi-final. Good result, but we've already heard that you were far from happy with the performance, and yet Jude has said that the players put in a good shift and it was hot out there.
Absolutely, no one disputes that. I'm impressed with the shift that they put in, the effort, team spirit, the belief, and to overcome adversity and to dig in and find ways to win is on the absolutely highest level. They cannot get enough praise for that. But I'm also a football coach, and I think we can play better. In general, I think it was not a high-level game. I think we had better games in general. We had a lot of momentum swings for both teams. So, yeah, full credit to the team. We found a way. We're in the last four. This is, of course, the most important. But the analyzing head of me and the football coach in me still thinks that we can and have to play better football.
Okay, this side here.
Hello, Coach. Here, Daniel Santiago from Mexico, Channel 6. The presence of Jude Bellingham, 4 goals in the last 2 matches and knockout matches. What do you think about that presence of your player?
World class performance from a world-class player in big moments and in crucial moments. So, absolute top class.
Sorry.
Hi, Thomas. Can I ask you a question about sort of the mentality of the players to have now twice come back from a goal down in the tournament to go on and obviously win in knockout matches? And I can also ask just to check on the condition of Declan Rice and Ezri Konsa.
Well, they just refuse to give in. They just refuse to accept a defeat. They overcome setbacks. Like I said, there were a lot of momentum swings in this match, and they just refuse. They overcome, and I agree with Jude. They put a shift in. There is not 1% complaint about that. But I think today we made life for ourselves complicated. We had some players struggling in the heat. Ezri Konsa was one of them with cramps in the hamstrings. And who was the other one? Well, Declan, we made a decision in half-time to become more offensive, to have a bit of an offensive shift. I made the decision when we were 1-0 down, and I didn't want to go back on the decision because of the equalizer. I thought that this is the right signal to give the team to have higher positions when Norway defends in a deep block, to have higher positions, more connections, be closer to the opponent's box. So we put in Ebbs and Bukayo on the right wing. That meant that we had to take Elliot or Declan out, knowing that Declan struggles after the last 3 days, where he was most of the time in bed. I knew he cannot survive 90 minutes, so and there was a possibility that it goes 120, so I didn't want to waste another change. So the decision was to take Declan earlier out than he needed to go out, just to save us another change later down the match.
Congratulations, Coach. Harit Zartarian, MediaMax Sport Armenia. After the whistle, you celebrated emotionally, and I would like to know what happened also in the dressing room, how you celebrated it, and do you have plans today to watch after this press conference? Who is going to be your opponent? Thank you.
Well, if we can, but we struggle with the timings. I don't see as many matches as I would like to see. Sometimes we are in training, sometimes we're in the bus or in the plane. So happens now, maybe again. That the second match is while we are traveling, so not so easy. Yeah, of course, if you go to semi-final in overtime, of course, the celebration is for the players and for all the backroom stuff. These are the moments to fully enjoy. I'm very proud of the players, and I'm very impressed with the mentality and the winning mentality that they showed during this tournament is nothing but impressive. So full credit to them. We have now one evening completely to enjoy, but we will travel back to Kansas as soon as possible, and then it's only three days to prepare to be in the right shape and mindset to play the semis.
Hi, Thomas. In your TV interviews, I think you used the word lucky. Are you aware that Norway think that for the build-up for the first Jude goal, that the ball actually hit the spider cam? And
yeah, I heard that, but I mean, there's a chip in the ball who can tell you if a hair touches it, as we know since the Croatia-Portugal game. So they should be able to tell you if it happened. I was not aware of it. I didn't see it, and FIFA said, and I think we just got lucky in decisive moments. I'm not saying that we are lucky to win, but we are lucky in decisive moment, and it could have gone the other way. We were lucky to not be 2-0 down with a big mistake in the deep build-up. Lucky, we were lucky in the end. Even if it's the right decision, you always need a bit of luck that a referee overturns a goal and then decides that in the build-up of the goal, ball was not in play. There was a foul. So in these moments, we were lucky. I stand with that. Not that overall, and there's also nothing wrong. No one ever denied that you need luck to go in tournament football. You need moments where you're lucky. Otherwise, it's just not possible. I see no harm in admitting it, and that's just the way I felt today.
Right here.
Profesor, buenas noches. Alfonso Harp, de Centro Mundial Ecuador. Felicitaciones por la clasificación. Es la primera vez en la historia de Inglaterra en los mundiales en que 2 jugadores pasan de 5 goles. Fueron antes Lineker y Kane por separado, ahora los 2 en el mismo mundial. Eso significa de que Inglaterra ha encontrado una fórmula ideal para anotar, atacar sobre el arco rival, y asimismo, ¿cómo usted encontró la fórmula para anularlo a Haaland? Cosa que ni siquiera Ancelotti lo pudo hacer.
I think we were very, very good today in central defense. Both central defender did and in the back four in general, but the central defenders, when you were asking about Erling Haaland, put a very, very physical performance out there and worked on Erling non-stop, even in the moments when the ball did not arrive. Like, they were present, they were brave, they were physical, and they were very, very strong overall the whole match. And the first part of the question was... Yeah. Well,
2 jugadores ingleses pasan de 5 goles en un mundial.
Sí. Well, the attacking formula is pretty simple. I put Harry and Jude together, and they will do the rest. We need to get better in attacking to also bring other players into position. But of course, they are decisive players. They love the responsibility. They have the quality. They show up in decisive moments. So there's nothing wrong with it. We don't need to be sorry for that these 2 guys play for us and decide the matches for us. It's impressive. They're both top players, found a way to play so efficient with each other through the middle of the pitch, and full credit to them. It's absolutely top tournaments until now.
Coach Henrik Heldal from Nettavisen in Norway. Were you surprised to see Erling Haaland being taken off with 15 minutes to go?
I think he struggled quite a while with the physicality of the match, and I think there was I could see that there's maybe no other chance, because I saw him struggling, and so there was good substitutions, good options from the bench. You always it was basically not my concern.
Hi, Thomas. Obviously, this is your first tournament, and games are coming thick and fast. How are you finding the churn? How are you? Obviously, the players, it's a lot for them to deal with, but I'm guessing as a coach, there's a lot more than you've ever had to deal with as well.
It's intense. I'm enjoying it a lot. I feel very alive in these moments, in these moments to lead a team out on the field and to be there, and preparation is done, and then you go out, and then the last 2-3 minutes before a match, I feel very alive. This is where I want to be. I don't want to be anywhere else in the world in these minutes and in this very moment. Nowhere else in the whole wide world. So I enjoy it a lot. But having a knockout match every 3-4 days is it's a new level of demand and a new level of emotional roller coaster. I admit that. So I need also my like a bit of time now. We will give the players, of course, tomorrow full recovery, and basically tomorrow, as soon as we know who is our opponent in the semi-final, starts basically latest tomorrow afternoon our preparation for the match with the staff, that we can give the best preparation to the players in the match day -2 and -1, because we have basically just 2 days before we are again in a plane and travel to Atlanta.
Hello, that's Pierre from L'Equipe. Can you say a few words about the tactical performance of Jude Bellingham, because he plays different position on the pitch overall the game, and what was his specific position when Morgan Rogers enters the pitch? Thank you.
So Jude started on the right 10, and when we did the changes at halftime, we put him into the left 8. More 8-10, but that puts him some meters deeper in the field, which was not ideal for us, because I want him as high as possible up there on the pitch. So with then we put in Reece James and Reece James on the 6. That freed up Elliot Anderson back on the 8, and we had Jude back on the right 10. And when we brought Morgan Rogers, because we needed Reece James as a right defender, we put Elliot back on the 6 and played with Morgan Rogers on the 8, and defensively as a double 6. I think Morgan had a difficult time to not play the role that he wants and that he can play. He's one of my key players, and I'm so happy for him about his performance today, because he made a big step forward today, and I think this was from all our substitutes, but from Morgan especially in a new position, this was absolutely top.
Buenas noches, profesor. Lo encontré un poco enojado.
No, sorry. Wait a second.
Del Diario del Universo, Pancho Molestina. Lo noté un poco enojado, molesto con el equipo cuando terminó el encuentro, como que insatisfecho por lo que había pasado, por cómo se sufrió el partido a momentos.
Not at all with the result, and not with the team. Maybe I need to be more specific, because someone said what I feel, like from your colleagues, what I feel in my heart, and I said, my heart, there's no doubt, I'm proud and I'm happy, and I feel so connected to this team, because they just do whatever it takes to take the next step. They just refuse to lose. They overcome obstacles and adversity. But I'm also a football coach, and I also have demands, and of course we wanna bring out the best in us in a performance, because a top performance helps you winning games. It is just like this, so the head of mine is not fully satisfied, and is not 100% happy with the way we played, and I stand by it. I think we can play faster. I think we can play more clinical. We have too many unforced errors in technical mistakes in our game that cost us a lot of belief, and like I said, we had some crucial moments where we got lucky in the end of the first half, where we lost a bit belief and confidence. So a lot of things to do better, which is not a problem, but no disconnect from me to my team. No, not 1%. I'm full with my heart and fully in love with my players and my team in the way they perform.
Okay, we have a plane to catch, so this will have to be the last one, I'm afraid.
Thomas, hi. Just ask you about the overall physical state of the squad. I mean, they've obviously been through an awful lot again tonight.
Yeah.
Do you feel they've got 2 more games in them at the highest level?
They have to. They have to, no doubt about it. And we will now, level of training will go down, of course. Now it's just about recovery. Everyone is ready to attack the last 8 days of the tournament. The next 3 days are crucial, of course, to be ready. We have another flight, but this victory will help a lot. This feeling will help a lot. We have a top facility to have recovery on the highest level, and we will be ready.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.